everybody, and welcome back to MTDCNC's podcast. Give me a woohoo!
Yeah!
Is everyone ready for the end of MACH?
Yeah!
You know what, we've not had that response. I think everyone is well and truly done, ready for MACH to kind of come to its natural end, aren't we?
Yep, absolutely. It's been a big week. You should tell our brains are fried. We've talked to so
energy
many people
level.
about so many things.
Oh, I'm ready for another week.
You are. Tom can't wait to come back tomorrow.
Yeah.
With nobody else.
Richard, what about you? Are you ready to do another week at MACH?
Yeah, I could do another week.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh!
of course he can. Look at him, ready and raring.
Yeah,
Ready to go.
absolutely. Okay, so it is the end of MACH, and we're going to do probably about 15 minutes or so just on air, just to kind of summarise kind of what we've been up to, and some wonderful personalities coming onto the show just to tell you about what they're showcasing here. So if you've got any questions, as we always say, send them in and we will get back to you and answer them live on air. So Richard, could you introduce yourself, because you're from Zimmer Group, aren't you?
Yeah, so my name's Richard Mason. I'm director of Zimmer Group UK. So we're specialists in the area of end-of-arm tooling for industrial robots. We do a lot of components for use in industrial automation, so assisting people who are putting their own end effectors together. We also have an engineering department who they'll design and build a complete bespoke gripper for a customer, looking at taking parts from A to B and putting them into the process. Yeah.
And Rowan, you were saying the area that they well, I'll let you go.
I was going to say, there's a huge amount of automated bespoke systems you guys build, not just in the manufacturing sector here at MACH that we're seeing, but around every sector that wants to be automated. Food and beverage, packaging, it's huge.
Yeah. I mean, we do grippers for use in like machine tending, that kind of stuff. But we have standard solutions for handling of bulk bags, for example. Lots of systems in like the medical industry, stuff like that. So not just machine tending.
No, but machine tending obviously is a big important component of the automation sector, but you're bringing that huge amount of automation knowledge in all those different sectors to machine tending. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I mean, in the area of machine tending, we have, like I said, we can do a complete gripper system, or we can use standard products. So we have standard solutions for angle flanges, which the grippers go straight onto. So it's very simple to put together a modular end effector.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you don't see in a machine tool though you've got like an apple grabber and loads of different like needle grabbers that handle cloth and loads of different materials that as machinists we wouldn't necessarily consider being even automated, like being able to, you wouldn't think you could pick it up with a robot. Yeah,
I mean, we've got a lot of products which can save a lot of time in design effort, for example. So something like an O-ring assembly gripper for picking up an O-ring, pushing it off onto a part. And that's the great thing about these shows, it's to be able to showcase that and letting people know these things exist.
Yeah, but you've had a few people surprised at the range of different things you can put on the end of a robot. Yeah,
absolutely. It's not just on the end of a robot as well. We also do 0-point clamping system, pallet changer, so you can set vice and workpiece up offline and then machine tend them in and out of place with a very accurate location.
Yeah, palletizing is really important nowadays if you want to clamp your component and know exactly how it's clamped before you put it in the machine tool. You've also got a system called Zemo, haven't you?
Yeah, so Zemo's probably our main thing that we're showcasing this year. It's a complete mobile robot system. It's on casters, so you can move it from A to B around your facility. It's designed so that you can set it up with machine, communicates via the I/O, and then you can set it up machine tending. So the whole purpose of it really is that it's reconfigurable, and there's a lot of variety built into it. So we've got one on our stand, there's also one on the MTC stand as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So you're showing off that is like definitely a flagship product now for Zimmer, moving into the machine tending market.
Yeah, and it's something that we can take to end customers, it's a solution, it's easy to use, easy to deploy. And something that people can take as a complete package. And
what's been the response like from customers this week then? What's the kind of the feedback you've had?
We've had a lot of interest in it. Yeah, it's certainly having a robot on the stand's been great as well, because obviously doing end effectors you need something for it to go onto. So having a robot on the stand's been good because it's been a draw, bringing people onto the stand. It's a talking point, and then we can show them other stuff we do like clamps and brakes between a rail, dampers, and of course grippers.
And you're ready to do another week. I'm not. I'm not ready for another week. So generally, you've
weekend
had
first.
a weekend, and then you can keep going.
Yeah.
So generally, the response. What are you hearing? Just one thing before, because we've got another couple of people coming on. What would you say is one thing that you are hearing over and over again from people? What has been kind of the biggest amount of feedback from industry to yourselves?
I think what we're seeing a lot of is people looking for easy-to-use solutions, so particularly in the area of automation. A lot of people are looking for things like plug-and-play grippers.
Right.
We put a lot of work into that, so making robot-specific grippers available so they can utilise the wrist connector, run straight off the robot, rather than having to start from scratch with a blank component, build the adapter plates, all that kind of stuff.
All in one.
People are looking for finished solutions
Ease.
and easy to put
It's
into place.
absolutely.
Yeah, and there's a lot out there now that caters for that.
Definitely.
So, yeah.
Okay, thank you,
Yeah.
Tom. I know you haven't had any. It's quite difficult to hear from all the way
I can't
down.
even hear you.
No, we can't.
I can't hear you.
It's quite
It's,
loud.
Yeah.
But no, it's been great to hear what you've
Yeah.
had a good week, and it's great to hear about the Zimmer product, because
Yeah.
honestly I didn't know anything about it. I had to have a quick cheat sheet off Rowan before you
Yeah, I was
started.
talking about the needle grippers. He was like, "Well, there's needles in a robot," and oh my
But
god.
it's great to hear all about it, and I will be learning more.
Yeah, excellent. Thanks for your time, guys.
thank
really
you,
appreciate
Richard.
that.
Appreciate it.
Richard,
Thank you,
round of
Richard.
applause.
Go on, handshake. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Cheers, dude.
Okay, so next up.
He's taking a quick sip
Well,
of water.
Okay, he's taking
getting
water.
ready.
Can I give you a heads up as well? There's a lad who is called Sam Groves here, and I interviewed him when he was 14, and he's come back. He's over there. Not yet, Sam. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. But he's going to come on air as well.
So
and
he's
just
very keen to get on,
lovely.
isn't he?
So, yeah, he's keen. So here's Gemma. I last saw
Hi, Gemma.
Gemma last year at Emo. Yeah, we did, didn't we?
Absolutely, yes.
Oh, go into
Okay,
yeah,
we're
sorry.
coming a little closer.
She's
okay.
like, oh.
Yes,
we-
emo last year.
Yeah, time flies.
It does, definitely.
Yeah, it does.
We're excited to be here at MACH.
Yeah.
And we're also at CM's as well in Switzerland this week. So we're Air Turbine Tools.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Introduce yourself for anyone who
Okay.
doesn't know who you are.
Yes, so I am a director of Air Turbine Tools. We make high speed from 25 to 90,000 RPM hand tools, motors, live tools, and spindles. So for CNC, lathes, robotics, and for manual deburring applications and finishing, etc.
And isn't the business from your father down? Is that right? Have you always known this?
Well, so yes, I did. I grew up in the industry, and I'm really proud to be following in his footsteps
It's wonderful.
and representing the company as well. So yeah.
Definitely. And what response have you had from being at the show then this week?
So it's been great. Trade shows are great for us to actually show people in person how our products work. They're always really amazed. On our stand this week, we've had a DN Solution CNC machine
Yes.
where we've been cutting at 65,000 RPM. So yeah, so it's pretty amazing. People are coming over there looking at the machine and they're confused because they can see the spindle on the machine's at 0, but they're like, how is it
How
cutting
is it
at
doing
such
it?
high speed?
Like, this is
Yeah.
magic. This is what's going on.
Exactly. So we're just auto tool changing in our spindle and using that 6.2 bar air through the spindle or a collar and block system, and then you can do all your tools under 6 millimeters at 25 to 90,000 RPM.
Right.
So
It's
game changer.
fascinating.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
it's a little impeller demo you're
Definitely.
showing off.
Yeah, yep. So we're making a turbine. Oh, holding
I'll
my
hold these.
phone,
I'll
so
hold
it's
these.
flipping.
Don't
Thank you.
worry.
We're making a turbine, impeller, propeller demo because it's great to show people these actual practical applications.
Yeah,
Definitely.
absolutely. It's got such a
Yeah.
nice collaboration as well. We were filming on Monday morning, right? It was like the bright and early.
Yes,
A little bit
we were.
fresher then.
Yeah,
exactly.
a little bit. That was
I
the
know.
first job
It's
of the
funny.
week.
I get to start the week with you guys and end the week with you guys, so it's been great.
It's like
yeah.
an MTD sandwich, or it's an
Yes.
air turbine
There you
sandwich.
go, yeah, I like
and
it.
it was really nice filming because we didn't just interview you, Gemma. I was talking
Yeah.
to Gemma as well. Obviously, unfortunately, we couldn't get
Absolutely.
Gemma on camera, but
Yeah.
we were talking to DN Solutions came over, Jamie. And Paul Walker from Hoffman Group came over, so you managed to collar those two. It was this
I
fantastic
did.
collaboration on your stand, which is fantastic.
Yep.
So we talked to kind of all the heavy hitters in the industry coming together with Air Turbine right in the middle.
Yeah, absolutely. We're represented by Hoffman UK in the UK market, so it's great to have them over on the stand also talking with you.
Yeah.
Um,
And you've got a fantastic
yeah.
demo as well, which
We-
people need to know. It's quite famous by now, isn't it? The Pyrex, I guess the Perspex
Oh,
this pyramid
Yeah, our grinding
to protect everyone's
pyramid.
eyes.
Exactly. So we have a grinding pyramid where people get to try hands-on for themselves the power of air turbine hand tools. And those are at 25 to 90,000 RPM as well. And they don't slow down and cut. They're a game changer for operators.
It's like having a whole machine spinning in your hand. You can't feel it.
Really?
Though.
Yeah,
You feel like
exactly.
you're just holding like anything, I don't know, like a torch
Yeah.
or a microphone. You just
No
feel it's
vibration,
deburring
no
a whole
heat.
file. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
So so it's great for, I mean, I'm very proud that we're changing the lives of the operators using them. They're not having issues with white finger, carpal tunnel, anything like that.
It's
So,
very important for health
yeah,
and safety.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
And,
What's the main kind of sector that you're using this? Because did you say earlier micro machining, or have I got that wrong?
Yeah,
or?
micro machining would be a good application. I mean, micro machining, we're coming down to like 100 micron drills when you go down to micro machining. Could you use an air turbine spindle for really tiny tools?
Or you
really
said
tiny tools like
smaller
that?
components,
Yeah, so
didn't
less
you?
than
That's
6
what you
mil.
meant.
Anything
Less
under
than
6
6 mil.
millimeters, absolutely. Yeah. So for our spindles, anything under 6 millimeters, you need high RPM for that to optimize the cutting tool life. And also really cut down your cycle times. We cut cycle times 6 to 10 times. Like if you think about it,
Nice.
I mean, you can have a great machine, but you're running 12,000 RPM. You're going to auto tool change in one of our spindles for your small tools under 6 millimeters, and you're going at 25 to 90,000 RPM, whatever you choose. So
Yeah, and that auto tool change is really important if you're automating
Yeah.
the process. 'Cause you might have this, in this case with DN Solutions machine with really solid roughing capability, but that 12,000 RPM does kind of limit you to the finishing. So
Yeah,
you can then tool
absolutely.
change in an air turbine, and then you've got
Yeah.
a fully fledged machine.
And we use the same technology across all our products. So as well our motors for automation and robotics. So it's using, again, I didn't explain before, but we have a patented governor inside our motor so that when the tool comes under load, more air is allowed into the turbine, and it means it maintains this high speed and cut.
Nice.
So,
It's the
so
king
yeah.
of turbine of spindle speeders.
Yeah,
There you
well,
go.
Well, it's not a spindle speeder
Oh, the
though.
queen, yeah? No,
Because
okay, it's not
with
a
the
spindle
spindle,
speeder.
yeah, exactly.
Because the
Because
spindle's
the
at
spindle's
zero.
at zero.
Okay.
So,
I'm being educated
yeah,
today.
It's our own spindle, but yeah, absolutely. We have a different patented technology, and really proud to share that with the UK market. And and so
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Perfect.
Thank you for coming on
Yeah.
our podcast.
Thanks for
I
having
bet you're
me.
glad we managed to film on Monday morning, because I called Gemma. We had
Yeah.
a briefing on Saturday afternoon, was it, or
We
Friday
did,
afternoon?
yes.
I
You
was
were in
walking-
Texas.
I was in Texas. Yeah, I'm not trying to blow up my own horn, but I
Yeah.
was walking in a state park where there were alligators, and I said, "Look, I might not be there on Monday. Just to let you know, you might do this on someone else."
Oh,
Yeah.
But
brilliant.
we
Well,
managed to do it.
We're
so
glad
thank
you
God.
are. We're glad
I'm
you're
glad there was no
here.
alligator. I saw a baby alligator about that big. That
wow.
was it.
I think you could take it on though. So.
No, definitely
No.
not. Not without one of your spindles. Not without one of your turbines. No way.
Yeah, not
No.
without an air
Yeah,
turbine.
exactly.
Exactly.
So, glad we
Well,
could film.
yeah,
Gemma, thank you very
for
much. Thank you to Gemma.
Thank you, Gemma.
Thank you.
There
Appreciate
we
it.
go.
I'll grab
Oh
this
yeah, we'll
back.
get you.
Take your phone, you might
Yeah,
need
I
that.
Won't
need that.
take it.
Yes, exactly. All right,
Thanks,
thank
Gemma.
you.
Thank you. Maybe we'll see you at another exhibition in another country
Absolutely.
soon.
Yes.
If you want to
Yes.
invite us to Switzerland
Yes.
as well, we'll be straight over.
Right. Next up, we've got Oliver Selby from Fanuc. Right, okay, and then we've also
Hello,
got
Oliver. How you
Sam
doing?
Sam's
You
in the
all right?
corner
Good
as
to
well.
see you.
Oh, the table's moving,
no,
Oliver.
sorry.
Oliver, we went to the MTA dinner last night.
We did.
What vision have you got in your mind after the MTA vision?
I'm not sure.
I don't think we should talk about it.
No, we can't talk
Paul
about
was
that, no.
discussing how he would happily play a guitar and a piano at the same time
Yep.
and sing in front of everyone,
He was
wouldn't
absolutely
he?
right. If we can generate enough money
Yes.
to go to charity,
Yeah.
he would
He would sing in front
I
of
don't know
everyone
if
on
you
the
can play the
stage.
guitar or the piano
I
No.
don't think he can.
No.
or sing.
No, I don't think he can. And that's where the entertainment came from. It was
That's
it was a
right,
good
yeah,
evening, it was. Right, Oliver, for anyone who doesn't know who you are, could you please introduce
Yep,
yourself?
no
please?
problem. So, my name's Oliver Selby. I'm head of sales at Fanuc UK,
Mm-hmm.
responsible for the CNC product, the robot product, and the Robo machine product that we sell into the UK market from our facility in Coventry.
And there was something like specific that you said, can I come onto your podcast? Because I really want to just tell the world about it. So I kind of want to hand that over to
I've got
you.
to try and remember now what I've told you
Well,
after
you can
last
start
night.
from the beginning.
Still. So we've had a real big focus here at MACH on making sure that automation is accessible to not only those people that are buying new machines, but also to machines that are actually already in situ. I know I spoke to Tom around.
I don't
obviously-
really think I want to talk to you because last time I interviewed you, you had a dig at me.
Oh, all in jest, all in jest.
Yeah,
So,
cool.
but actually having a focus on those machines already in people's premises and how to automate them, even if they're some years old.
Well, look at the
Yeah.
machine on the MTA stand. How old's that Fanic rope?
That
Fanic
Robodrill is 32 years old.
And I tell you, it's 2 years younger than me, and it's in better nick than I am.
Well, that's good. I mean, but the nice thing there is we've actually automated it in a fairly simple way. It still allow you to run a night shift, unmanned night shift. That's still worth its weight, no?
Well, let's be honest. You taught me how to use it in 5 minutes, and
Absolutely
we'd got
right.
it running.
Absolutely right.
And I'd never used a robot before.
No, exactly
it was
that. So-
great fun.
They're very, very simple to use, easy to use, and it should be looked at by most companies now as a way to actually add value and add benefit to their manufacturing processes.
Well, there's obviously you guys are showing automation, which is a big focus, but you've actually got another demo on your stand, which is, I would say, revolutionary, which is your Robodrill with turning features as well,
Yep.
and 5-axis capability, all in a tiny footprint.
That's right, yeah. So the work that Nikon have been doing with Fanuc in Japan has revolutionised sort of what we can offer to the market. So we have a 5-axis solution, 3+2, with a Nikon table that's actually got a high-speed rotary as its 5th axis, up to 1500 RPM, and a really nice, neat way of actually managing the tools that you would use for turning actually within the turret itself. Very, very simple sort of dog mechanism to actually lock those tools in place. We've seen some really, really good success this week talking to people around that. And going forward this year with other trade shows, they are available. We hope to see that actually that it's the uptake not only sort of within sort of general machining, but also in that really high precision machining in, say for example, aerospace. We see that being a real benefit to them people doing that.
It kind of opens up the Robodrill to do kind of 90% of the machining operations you would on like a casting, I guess. But when you want to get a nice, clean, like face finish, like a bore and a facing operation, that's where that Robodrill, suddenly you don't have to take it off the Robodrill and put it on a specialist machine.
Exactly right. So actually being able to do the 10% op that you might then retool and use a different machine for, on that one machine, the Robodrill, really does open up avenues and opportunities that people could really benefit from.
I can't wait to see the first application. You're going to
Yeah,
send
yeah.
us in, aren't you? As soon as it works,
Well,
you'll be like,
yeah,
okay, that's
we'll
the
get you
customer
into
right
it.
there.
Absolutely
I like the
right.
sound
So,
of that.
Well, I got to interview Andy this week, which is the first time I've got to interview Andy.
Andy Harvey.
Andy Harvey.
I'm going bell ringing with Andy
Well,
Harvey.
It was like
Thank you.
2 kids in a sweet shop
Oh.
talking about that machine.
Wonderful.
I had to get told by the cameraman to stop talking because we would have been there for hours.
No, I
Now-
think it's for me, being able to talk about the machine and the way that that turning function has been pulled together by Nikon and Fanuc in Japan. It really does open up sort of endless possibilities. I think there's going to be a lot of learning, certainly here in the UK and in Europe with our team there, around how best to use it, what it's probably capable of. We're hoping to use some of the catapult centres here in the UK to also help develop that learning that we can then disseminate across the world. And I think that's where we sort of are particularly good in the UK, is actually getting that information understood,
Yeah.
known, and then disseminated for the benefit of all users.
Now there's one more thing on your stand, which I'm going to go into it, even though you abused me on it last time, is obviously people think about robots is you have to program the machine, program the robot, and then there's the worry that the program you've done on the machine won't match the robot, and
No, you're
it's
right.
all going to go wrong. But you now actually come up with a solution for that as well.
Yeah, so what we've got is a Faf CNC controlled robot solution, which offers up the robot as a second or third or fourth path to the machine tool. What it effectively allows is that the machine setter, with their knowledge of G-code, M-code programming, can actually then use the robot as a second or third path, It means that they haven't got to then delve into the programming language that the robot might use, or has had for 20, 30 years. It means they can actually use their language and what they understand to actually enable the robot to do the part pick or place to actually get the throughput.
Is that programmed on control and a CAM system?
That's done in the control.
Okay,
Yeah.
fascinating.
It's
So you've
all
got path
one
3,
thing.
you've got 3 different programs, you have path 1, path 2, and then
Exactly.
your 3 is just your robot.
And path 1, path 2 could be a cam-driven cycle that the machine is using. Path 3 could be the robot that's driven manually.
Okay, fascinating. So it's almost like using the same knowledge they have in, let's say, a twin spindle lathe,
Yep.
where you've got 2 different, one's waiting for the other up to finish.
Absolutely
Same
right.
thing, that's fascinating.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a really, really nice solution.
Yeah, that sounds
It was
good.
great fun talking about it.
Yeah, good.
Give him more abuse next time he's on camera.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Yeah, please
that's
don't.
fine. He can take it. He can take it. Oliver, thank you. Just a quick one, actually, just before we go. You're quite an influencer in terms of automation as Fanuc. So, just anything you can maybe say to tell people, or that you found out at the show that maybe people don't know.
Yeah, I think there's just over 70 robots here at the show, across different people's booths, different stands. We see that roughly half of them are industrial, and what's actually on show here are half of them are actually collaborative robots. In reality, what we see in industry and what you guys see in industry is that there are probably more industrial robots being used in machine loading, certainly. What we think is happened here is that actually cobots are able enable people to see possibilities.
Yes.
You know,
But it doesn't mean that they're always what's
they're
gonna be
always the
used.
right ones. Exactly
Yeah,
right. So I think
yeah.
think what's important to take away from what we see here at the show is that you've got to choose the right robot for the application,
Yeah.
and also the right safety to enable that process to take place in the right way, that enables the throughputs that people require and sort of meet their budget, really.
Yeah.
Well, you've just
definitely.
actually reminded me, just really quickly before I
Oh,
finish, I know we're
no,
short
you
on
can't,
time,
we've got no.
but talking about robots, and I know there's always this conception that robots take people's jobs, but you have another little demo on your stand, which I forgot to mention, which is how a robot can actually help a person do their job by taking the manual strain out of
That's
it,
right.
not actually take the job.
Away,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, that's right. So, I mean, true collaborative robots, I say true collaborative robots in a way that actually I mean that a robot is working alongside a person, they're collaborating, is definitely a way forward. Yeah, and we see at the moment limited applications that actually collaborative applications that are being put forward, but they will come. But we've got to make sure they're safe. The demonstration we've got on our booth is actually for aerospace drilling. It's done in a very safe way. It's using pre-validated equipment, so you haven't got to go back through that revalidation for the aerospace purposes. But actually, what they've done is they've taken a manual tool that's done and process that's done manually right now, and used and applied a robot to actually deliver that into production. It's just a different way of working, different way of thinking.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Thank you very much, Oliver. Are you glad it's over and it's come to an end?
Yes, I'll be looking forward to having a beer later at
Yeah,
home.
I don't blame you. It's well deserved, Oliver. Selby, everyone from
Thank you.
Fanuc.
Thank you.
Thanks, Oliver. Now this is a little bit of a personal one for me. I can't see him. Where is he? Where is he? Oh, there he is. Okay, so please welcome Sam Groves, everybody. Hello, Sam. How
Hi,
are you?
Lindsay. Yeah, really good,
So,
thank you.
Have you got your phone on you? Have you got the picture?
I know
of
my
us?
dad's got it.
Where's your dad? Oh, he's
He's just
filming over there. Oh, I just at some point we need your phone. Have you got your phone? Can we have the phone? There's a reason for this. Can I borrow that phone, please? Can you get the picture, please? Are you able to get the picture? Oh, it's not on there. Oh, okay. So basically, I'll tell you. I met you, Sam, in what year was it? It was
Probably, at the time I was probably about...
2 Macs
yeah.
ago. Oh, yes, okay. Gents, we can see this. I don't know if we can get a bit of a close-up, but it was a couple of Macs ago, and then there was a Mac in between. I don't know whether we can get a close-up on this. I interviewed Sam, and Sam, you had a MACH Lego model, didn't you? Can you just tell everyone about it?
Yeah, so hi, I'm Sam. I'm a level 3 manufacturing apprentice at Rennieshaw. And yeah, my family's been in engineering all my life.
Yeah.
And yeah, I've just been really fascinated with it. I've grown up with it. I've lived and breathed it. And when I was younger, I was really fascinated with Lego, building things. And yeah, I started making Lego MACH model type things. And
Gents, look.
Wow.
yeah,
Amazing.
that's probably quite a few years.
How did that work? How did you get into that? When did you think I want to build a Lego model out of this
I was
thing?
just really fascinated with Lego, as
So
you
cool.
do as a kid, sort of making things. But my dad being an engineer, and I was fascinated with like cutting tools and manufacturing, and being dyslexic, I like sort of building things. And yeah, I know, I just started making Lego sort of MACH models of my dad's sort of machines type thing, and being fascinated with it. And
How old were you on that picture?
so I was probably about 14, 15 at the time.
14, 15. It was a few Macs ago, and you're 21 now.
Yeah, 21 at the moment. I just turned 21 in September.
Yeah.
And yeah, at the moment I'm doing an apprenticeship with Renshaw.
Yeah,
I
and
just
what's-
find you really inspiring.
No,
Like, you
thank
guys
you.
chat, you
amazing.
guys chat.
What's
you
that?
come
What's
on
that
some
journey of doing an apprenticeship like? I guess your dad was one who said it'd be quite nice for you
Yeah.
to do this thing. It's open for you if you want to do it.
Yeah, so for me, I was fortunate enough to have a tour around of, so me, I live in Gloucestershire, and Renshaw's always been a big company, local, coming into the schools and that. And for me, I'm fortunate enough to have a tour around. One of the apprentices said, "Oh, you've got to come and do an apprenticeship here." And I thought, as soon as I finished secondary school and college, I thought that's what I want to go into. I want to follow a sort of engineering pathway, really, and especially like making Lego models and that. And now I'm actually working on the big toys.
Making the real thing, working on the real
things
thing.
now,
It's gone
yeah.
from that to that big.
Yeah, exactly. So my first year at college, I was at Technical College in Gloucester on the manual sort of lathes, Colchesters, the mills, and yeah, it's been really good. It's been really good in that sort of learning about the basics of manufacturing.
And it's a mix of education, I guess, like kind of classroom-based education, and that is, like you said, working on the manual machines and
Yeah.
making things with your hands. And what is that balance like? Is it nice to have something that's not just classroom-based in
Yeah.
an apprenticeship?
For me as a dyslexic, I really like the hands-on aspect of an apprenticeship, and yeah, especially it's for me. Some of it's not easy, like the maths. I find so quite difficult. Some
Maths
of the things.
is tough. Really,
But-
don't we all struggle with
yeah,
that?
it's learning lots, especially with the trig, trying to work out some of the angles on the drawings.
When you see it in real life, it kind of brings it to life. you know?
Yeah, I can sort of relate to that and things, which is really nice. And then taking those skills I've learned in the classroom and applying them in the manufacturing, making the components. And now, so now I'm a second year at Renshaw and doing my placements around the business.
If you had some advice to give to potential students that were looking at their options, let's say
Yeah.
16, just finished the GCSEs, what would you say about the apprenticeship route?
So for me, I first did a couple of work experiences. That really opens your eyes. You can build some contacts in there, get your foot in the door into some of these companies. And yeah, I found that was really good. And yeah, just go and speak to them at the early careers events. And if you're not particularly like academic wise, maybe a hands-on manufacturing is really great for you, and then you could go into like application support or everything.
Yeah, absolutely. Because there's different kinds. I mean, people say I'm not academic, but there's different kinds of intelligence.
Yeah, yeah,
Someone
exact-
might be good at exams, but someone else might be amazing at running a machine tool or
Yeah,
coming up with a product
exactly.
design. Yeah, so do you think apprenticeship kind of covers those different levels of skills people might
Yeah,
have?
it does. Yeah, especially with someone like Renshaw as well. They've got so much opportunities. So I've been working on the sliding head machines in the production area,
Nice.
and now I'm in the low volume manufacturing. So I'm making ones and twos off on the milling machines on the MACH. So that's really good, and everyone's really taken me under their wing.
Gone from a mini Mazak to a,
Yeah,
to a
playing with the
maxi
real,
Mazak.
yeah, playing with the real toys now, which
I love it.
I'm loving it at the moment.
Yeah,
And
no
You've
machine
grown up
crashes.
so much. It's so crazy when I've seen your kind of the growth in it, your confidence and
Yeah.
everything is it's so different.
oh, thank you.
Yeah,
And it's really
wonderful.
good, like growing up watching you guys and being inspired, like just learn about different cutting tools, different strategies. For me, it excites me to like think, how can I make a component better? When looking at a drawing, I could think, how can I sort of grip work holding, what sort of machines, and it builds me up as trying to learn my skill set as trying to learn like CNC operating and helping my apprenticeship really.
Oh, that's brilliant. That's wonderful to hear.
Fantastic.
Just don't listen to a word that he says.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, absolutely. That's probably that's the
I'm
worst thing you could
I'm
do.
absolutely joking. So I've been told to read this out loud. And so we will show the Christmas video with Lego on TV behind myself now. So we're going to show that, but can we still talk over it, or we're going to show it? Yeah. So we're going to be showing that as well. So you're going to be basically
Somewhere,
be
one of
famous.
the,
Somewhere
one of
on
the
camera.
three televisions.
It's going to come up on one of the three televisions. So there's a little bit of a delay. So this is what happens with live as well. So it's going to be playing in the background, I believe. Any updates, I'll let you know. So do you enjoy coming to the shows?
Yeah, I love it, and it's been really fortunate enough. Yeah, I just asking my manager, would it be possible, and he was like, yeah, sure. And it's really nice being able to go as an apprentice. So I came here yesterday as well. I wanted to come up with my group from Renshaw, And it was really nice having a look at some of the partners and that.
Yeah.
But also having a look, see some of the products I've been making. I went on the stand, I thought, I recognise that NC4 laser. I've been machining that, and I know the work that goes into making the products. But yeah.
It's on the NTV.
Is it on the NTV? Can we have a look at it? Oh,
It was working.
it was on
We're
it.
back
It
to
was
we're
on
back
the
to we're
NTV.
back to the live stream.
We're back to it. Maybe we can put it on at the end.
Have
Maybe
you
we
seen
can
any
put it on at
products
the
that
end.
you made, do you think? Have you seen your signature on any of the Renishaw things, lasers that have been around?
It's probably somewhere. I
Are
think,
you allowed to leave your signature on stuff, or is that against
on the
the
paperwork
rules?
to sort of sign it
Oh,
off,
right,
like your
paperwork.
quality on the quality records
Okay.
and things. But
So you see that like, yeah, I made that one.
Yeah.
You see it.
yeah.
Oh, sorry. No. You can-
Sorry, yeah, I find it sort of really rewarding as well, going that, thinking I've made that. I know the work goes into setting that machine, so learning how to program, and then doing the quality inspection on that and think, yeah, put the seal of approval on.
I've got one more question for you then. What do you want to do going forward? What are your goals? What kind of excites you, Sam?
So for me, with Renishaw, there's so much opportunities with the company, maybe look into like applications, support, maybe even sales maybe, or even just, for me, I want to learn more of the programming aspect.
Yeah.
For me, that's I find quite interesting is the programming of the CNCs. I can sort of now set, I can now operate and that, and now it's learning about that as well, programming maybe.
I said it when you were 14,
Yeah.
and I'm saying it now. You're 21. You are going to go far, Sam.
Oh no, thank you very much. I too
Okay,
kind.
now it's on the screen. Oh my goodness. It keeps on going down. Oh, it was just that bit. Okay, brilliant. Okay. Yeah, I honestly believe that. Any final words, gents? So, or can we just give Sam a great big round of
Good.
applause
We
for
can
just coming
let
on to this?
him off the hook now.
Yeah, you can relax now, Sam.
Thank you for
so
having me
much.
on the show. Thank you
No,
guys.
thank you,
you,
Sam.
Sam.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Thank you very
Yeah,
much. Thank you, Lindsay.
Yeah, it was like I saw Sam in the aisles. I was like, Sam, celebrity, because I remembered.
Oh no,
so.
definitely here. I said to my dad I was coming up with Renishaw, and I was like, oh, I've got to go and see Lindsay and say hello.
Yeah. Oh, it's lovely.
Thank you for having me
Sam.
on.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Right.
Thank you,
Okay.
Sam.
Thank you to
Appreciate
Sam.
it.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Sweet.
Hey. Right then, I think it is pretty much official that. Oh, Gio's coming on.
Oh,
Oh.
he's got something to
Oh,
say.
yay.
Hello. Nice to meet you. Hello. How you doing?
Hello. Oh, hello, Gio. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Can you introduce yourself for anyone who doesn't know? No, please. Gio, what are you getting on the podcast for? What are you going to tell us?
I'm not sure really. Colin's asked me to join in. I don't know what I can contribute at this time of day, but it's been a brilliant show. And yeah, another great show.
Yeah,
Right,
you
okay.
started at that corner Monday morning, and you finished at that corner Friday afternoon. I think
Yeah.
there's not one person you've not talked to.
I think there's
This
been
whole week.
There's been a few I haven't talked
That's
to
not
be
true.
honest.
That's
I
a
haven't had
complete
time.
lie.
I haven't had time to talk to everyone, but I think we've got close. We've talked to a lot of people this week, and I think we've talked to a lot of new people too.
Amazing that's still working.
It's nearly
It's
worn
Giovanni.
out.
It's Giovanni, is it? Yeah. You'll go home and sleep well. Right, I think we're basically going to close the show now. So I think it's pretty much official that MTD are officially done at MACH 2024.
Signing out.
Signing out, everyone.
Yeah.
It has been a wonderful year for us at MACH 2024, and we love our events. Next week I'm in Germany. Any excitement coming up for any of you guys? Scotland.
Yay.
Yourself, Gio, you anywhere exciting?
Not abroad for a bit, maybe Germany later on in the year, but nothing in the immediate future, no.
And Tom, have you got anything exciting coming
Not
up?
really editing.
Of course you
Lots
do,
of
man.
editing.
Of course
Yeah,
you
with
do.
the editors are like have a block time now where we're going to edit all of the content that we've produced. So I
We're going
think,
into hibernation. Mac hibernation.
yeah, a hibernation. So can we get
Yeah.
everybody into shot?
Colin.
It's kind of like a big bye-bye. Everyone from MTD, come on.
Liam.
Come on, guys.
Even
Carl,
Carl.
Reece.
Liam.
Everyone, just a
Come
great big
on.
bye.
No,
Joe.
come on.
Joe,
Come
you're
on,
not.
Reece.
Joe Reynolds
Come
on
on.
Yeah,
there.
come
Everyone's
on.
a bit like reluctant now. Carl, Reece.
Guys. So we'll get a, I
Yeah.
want to. Oh, your flag.
Here
Do
we
we
go,
get a flag?
everybody.
The flag. Mark.
Flag, everyone. We just want to say a great big bye-bye. So David, David's not doing it. He wants to take some photos. So, yeah, this is brilliant.
I'm flexing.
Right, so
Tense in my shoulders.
Oh yeah, but I can only
Yeah.
breathe in for
Yeah.
so long.
Here you go, Simon.
okay, so big picture to everyone.
Everybody look at the cameras.
We're still live. Yeah, we're still live.
What are we going to say?
Oh, we got to say goodbye.
Goodbye.
We
Cheers.
got to say goodbye though.
And
Close
from
us out.
everybody here from FLEG MTDCNC, MACH 2024 is officially over.
Hey!